फोन में क्या चल रहा है?
फोन में बेटा बता रहे हैं।
Let's see.
एक 5% चार्ज है idiot।
I'm not idiot.
मेरा छोटा भाई।
CSS. I'm doing live streaming. Alright, guys. Hopefully, no one is here. Do one thing, like, give me phone for a while.
तेरे पास है?
You can take it. Just give me 1 second.
You can take it. मेरा सोने का टाइम हो गया पर मेरा सोने का मन नहीं कर रहा।
Alright, guys. In this live stream, we're going to take a look at CSS Battle. I'm probably going to solve some questions. By the way, I'm no pro, especially in CSS, but let's try and see. Okay, so let's pick a challenge. This looks a bit hard, so let's pick a easy one. Alright, so it looks a bit difficult. Which one should I pick? Alright, let's say this one. It looks easy. Alright, so today we will be solving this question. So let's do it. Let me check if someone is watching or not. Participants, no one is here. Can I pop out the chat? Alright, so okay, I'm let's place it here. Okay. Alright, so we need to do this, and we are currently over here. So let's take a look. What I'm currently thinking is to create a div for this and for this, or I could go the clip pathway. It's blend. What is CSS blend? CSS blend. CSS blend mode. I think this is used for the images, yeah, to provide some sort of, yeah, I know it will provide some sort of editing, but over here the score is calculated based on the number of characters you use. Okay, so last time I did one question from this website and I got about 486 points. Alright, so let's do this one. First of all, I'm going to go ahead here and reset the styling. So padding 0, margin 0, and box sizing to be border box. Okay, so and also for the body, let's provide the background color. So background, and this is the color, right? So I'm just going to pick it, place it here. Okay, and for this div, now for this pattern I'm thinking to create circles, various circles, and put them on one top of other, so induce the z index and the background color to actually make it look the way they are. And I think they're starting pretty much from the center of the screen, not exactly. Okay, so okay, I'm trying out CSS Battle, so I'm not building anything. But by the way, this is how CSS Battle works. They will give you an image and a preview here, so you need to be able to create it. Okay, so I need to create the exact same thing using CSS, and we will get the point depending upon the number of characters we are using and how accurate your image is. Okay, so we are doing this challenge. Alright, so now I'm thinking to first of all create this portion. So let's just start. We have this div only, which contains a specific width, height and color. First of all, let's pick this color and place it here. Now the cool thing about it is centered along the y-axis, so I will say display to be flex and align items to be center, and justify dash content to be center. Okay, I also need to provide the height, so height is equals to 100 ph. Alright, now apart from this, we will start building it. So let's start with this specific rectangular box. So in order to do this, hello Dipanshu. So in order to do this, first of all I will specify a fixed height to it for about, I don't know, 40, let's see, 40 or maybe 50. Okay, thank you dude. Alright, now let's provide the border radius. So border dash radius, and let's go with something like 5 pixels, and it is starting all the way here. So what I'm going to do is use the, first of all give the positional relative here, so position to be relative, and say use the top left thing. So from the left I want it to about 20%. Nah, from left to I want it to be 20%. It's not really working the way it should be. Okay, what I'm going to do is, if I say align items is this, let's do transform and translate x negative 100%. It is starting all the way from here, so let's go with 80%. 880. Alright, still it is a bit low. We can actually fix it by providing a fixed width actually, but width can be used here. The height is same, so that's good. Now let's go with 76. Still 76. 74. This looks appropriate. Okay, let's do the border radius now. I need to increase the border radius for 10. Yes, okay, this looks fine. Now I want to deal with the triangular portion, so in order to do this I will use I will do something like colon after and provide the content here, so like this, and after this we will say position position to be absolute, and the parent contain is currently having the position relative, so that is fine. Now let's do, I think I can use the clip path here, but will that be a nice choice? Let's see. Alright, so let's do it anyways. So currently want to start a new div from here. Yeah, we could use the clip path here. So first of all I'm going to say it's absolute relative to it. Aditya Brol, hello dude, what's up? So we're just checking out the CSS Battle. So let's do it. I think I should not provide the position absolute. Let's take a look. I will provide first of all the background here, so background, and I can actually make this as a variable so that I can reference it. So dash blue is the color, so let's do say. Now I could just reference it wherever I want, so like this, blue. Okay, now what is this? For some reasons, okay, here also I need to do where dash blue. Alright, now let's take a look at this specific div. Like one way is to provide add a square here or a rectangle, and then use the clip path to actually make it a bit triangular. Or I have a nice way actually to do it. You can actually make it like triangular, and that will also work. So let's do it. So first of all we have the background color here. I'm going to specify the fixed width and height, so let's say height is equals to 200 pixels and the width to be, I don't know, let's say 100 pixels. So currently this is what we are seeing. Now I will also say like right to be 0, so this should be aligned, or maybe I could do right to be 100%, right to be 100%. So this is the right section. It's actually CSS. So CSS is actually not a programming language. It is basically used to style your HTML content. So it comes under web design, you can say. It's not Java. It is CSS. You don't have, like, this is not a programming language. Yes, CSS. Left to be 100%. This should do this. Yep. Or you know what, I should go with 50%. So yeah, this is fine actually. You can see it is starting from here. Now what I want is to align it vertically, right? So in order to do this, we will say top is equals to negative 50%. Okay, let's do negative 100%. Wait a second. Top is negative 100%. Okay, it still doesn't look good, and it is not perfectly aligned. It's because of, now we can use the transform. So transform to be translate y. And hello Aditya, if you are new here, you can subscribe to our channel translate y, and let's do negative 50%. Okay, this is not good. This is not good at all. Now I could do, I guess, 50%. No, can I do 0? I can actually comment this portion out, I guess. Okay, translate y, we want to translate 50%. Okay, I get the idea of how to do it. Now I can do top is equals to 50%. This should, oh yeah, this is going to work. Now what I am going to do is to make it triangular, and in order to do this we are going to use the clip path property. So the way clip path works is actually it takes let's say polygon. So polygon, now polygon represents a shape in which you want to cut. Oh, nice Aditya. Okay, thank you, thanks a lot for supporting. So now what I'm going to do is add the polygon shape. So we should start from, that's okay, we should start from the x-axis. Like from x-axis I want to go 0%, then 50% on the y-axis. Okay, then I want to go 100% on the x-axis, 0% on the y-axis. Then I want to go 100% on the x-axis and 100% on the y-axis. So this should make it triangular. Oh yeah, it did. Actually it did. Nice. Okay, so you can see we are facing one problem, which is actually because of the width of this, right? So let's fix this width issue. So if I go over here, the width is 100 pixel. Let's do 50. 50 doesn't looks good. And also, like, it is not starting at a correct place. Okay, we need to increase the height. Over here we're using left to be 50%. So left is 50%. Right, let's increase it to 100. Should start from here. Wait a second, let me change the color first to make sure. Okay, this is how it looks like, and it is obviously the perfect triangle, I'm sure about it. Now what I can do is again use the transform and translate along the x-axis. So translate x about negative 10%. Okay, this is fine. Okay, height is also an issue, right? Height is also an issue, so let's fix that as well. So 250. What is the problem? 200. Okay, you can also see this is still not really centered. We should also do minus 20%. It is starting from here, but it should start from here. So maybe minus 25%. Okay, I think it's fine. It's fine. Now if I just change the color back to where we were, so instead of the red we are going to say fair and dash dash blue. Alright, so this looks fine now. Okay, nice. Okay, I mean, we have completed half portion of this challenge. I know the code is still like not up to the mark, just because I'm doing a lot of hard coded value, but let's see. Now we're going to move over here and try to make this happen. Well, one way that I'm thinking to do it is by creating a circle, actually semicircles. Let's take a look at the CSS property called clip path, and I want to clip it along the circle, so you can also cut it in shape of circle. So the way it works is directly you can cut it in a circle. Okay, nice. So if I start making I can do it actually. Currently we can create circles which are going to start from here. Hello Bhavna. Alright, so let's start by creating one circle, but we will need 3 circles. So there is only one div as of now, so I'm going to go over here and create one more div tag. This is a problem. I should provide here a class, let's say SQ, and I could do control and say dot SQ. Alright, so yep, this is fine. Now I'm going to style this div, and let's make it class to be circle. So you'll say dot circle, and start by making the circle. One circle here, so I will start by making one circle over here. So let's see, I will say circle, first of all the width. So width, I'm going to provide the height of this specific div, so which was 200 pixels, so 200 pixel, and GHT height is also to be 200 pixel, and then I want to say, let's provide the background first, background to be blue, and let's make it circle, so we can do border dash radius to be 50%, and then I'm going to style the before and after attributes that it provides. So let's say after or before. Now I want to provide the position to be relative. Yeah, you can actually write CSS inside HTML. So basically you can write CSS, HTML and JavaScript in a single file. Just like if you want to write CSS inside a HTML file, you could use these style tags, and if you want to write JavaScript, you can use the script tag. So like this, if I use script like this, so but they're saying script tag is not allowed. Anyways, so this way you can write scripts, like where a is equals to, you get the idea, hello world, like this. Alright, so over here I'm going to say position. First of all, you need to provide the content, so content to be an empty string, and then position to be absolute, or instead of this I could also provide the border color. Now I think that will also work. Yeah, I think that will be much better option for a single div. So what I'm saying, to provide the border color, and for this specific color, let's pick this one also. So I will put it here as well, like dash BG, and like this. Now I'm going to say where dash dash bg. What? Not inside the position. So we will go over here and say this. Alright, now I am going to say dot circle here. So border to be 5 pixels solid and blue, so dash dash blue. Alright, so this looks kind of nice, I guess. I mean, I need to increase the border radius, so let's go with 10%, 10 pixels. Still this is not up to the point. 12. It kind of look, I guess it is 12 or 10, but first of all I need to align them perfectly. So for this, first of all I'm going to do this like over here I'm going to say like position to be absolute. So this should take all the things out of this. Alright, so now what I can do is now I can say I can actually wrap it inside another div, then do this, but one way to do it is by, can I do clip path here? Clip path and do the polygon again. Polygon, I want to start 50%, 0%, then 100%, 0%, then 100%, 100%, then 50%, 100%. If I do this, but it is not doing anything. This is strange. Why it is not doing anything? Okay, first thing first, let's do the z index here as well. So z index to be -1. Alright, now what we want to do is, okay, okay, the other problem is it is not starting from here, so I want to translate it as well. So transform, or I could just use the left because I have already provided the position relative. So left to be 10%. Nope. Actually not 10 but 60%. Oh no, dude. 20, 30. I think I should provide the hard-coded value. 400 pixels, nope. 200 pixels, nope. 100 pixels, 100 pixels is this, and the width and height is 400 by 300, so this is the 100 pixels left. So let's go ahead and say 130 pixels. It is still not perfect, but at the same time I also need to figure out a way to actually remove half portion of it, and for some reason this clip path does not work. Clip path polygon, okay, I should use comma here as well. Hello Saurav, are you new here? Thanks for joining the stream. So you guys can see currently we are getting this outline now, right? It looks like the border radius is also not perfect, and Hello, Gaurav. Oh, okay, Gaurav Chauhan. Are you from my school? I think I remember uh, one Gaurav. Oh, nice, dude. Nice. All right, Gaurav. So, what's going on with the school? So, your exams are cancelled. So, you might be just having fun. All right. So, now what I'm going to do is just figure out this border radius. I think it's still not perfect. So, this is 12, right? So, let's go with 10. Although it looks kind of fine, not exactly. Hmm. Currently, I'm playing with this, right? So, I'm changing the border radius. Like, I have another plan, like, I have another way to do it by using the positions. Um, let's try the position one. There are three. Okay. If I do this, I can use before and after, right? So one div and then one before and one after. Okay, that should work actually. So I'm going to remove the border radius, like border color specifically here. So over here, so we have the border color, right? Where's the border color? This one, right? So I'm going to comment this portion out for a while, like this. Now we're going to say relative. If I do relative positioning, so this is how it works, but at the same time I think I can do the position relative. I think here also if I do position relative, no. Okay, we already have the position absolute there, but that is the after. This is the div, position is relative. If I do absolute, so this is how it looks like. And then I'm going to come back over here and say dot circle and after, and then I'm going to say let me take a look at the box sizing, border box sizing, border box. Oh, I should see the live chats. Box sizing from the MDN. So this is border box. They're providing the width to 100% and they have the border. Okay. So when the width is actually when the width is 100%, copied. Padding is 5 pixel. Okay, so padding is also coming inside, and then we have the border radius. Okay, so I think I have to use it, even if I'm going to do that. Alright, so this looks fine, but why it is so on the left side? 30. This is kind of fine. Now what I'm going to do is provide the content to be this, and then position to be absolute. But the problem is the parent container also has the same positioning. Okay, parent container is actually relative, so I can do absolute, and I will provide the same border, so copy paste, and then talking about the width and heights, we can do something with that in a while. Now I'm going to say the border dash radius is to be 50%, and then I'm going to provide a width and height. So width to be, I don't know, 50%, and height also to be 50% of the parent container. I also need to make it center. Okay, so for doing this, instead of this, we could do something like top to be 50%, and then left to be 50%, and then we can say transform and translate, capital X. Actually, just use the negative 50% and negative 50%. Alright, so now I'm going to provide the fixed width and height. So width to be 50% and height to be 50%. Okay, so this is how it looks like. It's not matching with anyone. That's also something I need to figure out. Instead of the pixels, instead of the percentages, I will go ahead and provide the hard-coded value for the width and height. So talking about this, how much width it is actually taking. How can I identify the width? Can you tell me the width? I need the width. Let's copy it, and maybe just save it. So if I start saving this width.png, and also height also should have the same thing. Let's actually experiment with values, 100 pixels and 100 pixels. So we are nowhere. Let's say 80 pixels. Can we do 70? 70 is too less, so 75, 78. That is also an issue. Let's do this as well. So come back to the circle div, and if I come back to this left, so let's go with the 720 pixels. Now let's say 23, 24, 25. Okay, 25 is actually fine, and this is the actual one, and this is my, and also for this SQ div, if you take a look over here, so border radius 10 pixel, which is fine. The problem is with the translate x to be 74%. Yeah, I think I should not do the percentages here and use the hard-coded value, for example 100 pixels, 300 pixels, 300 pixels, just too much. 200, I want in the negative direction, so negative 100. Now it should come back, so 120, 140 actually here, so let's do 120. What is this? 100. $80, 78. Original design needs to be this. 75. Oh, nice. This looks actually fine. Now you can see there is no fluctuation between the designs. Now we can work on the circles. So okay, at least we are going somewhere. Okay, so now let's take a look at this. You can see that the innermost circle is still, I think I should increase the width a bit, so I will come back here and also here, and let's go with 80. What? 80. Oh, nice. Now I just need to figure out one more block, which is super easy to do it actually. So first of all, I need to take care of the Z index. So this should be on the top, so let's do Z index to be 10. And now I'm going to copy the exact same code. But instead of copying, I can do now dot circle colon before, because most of the code is going to be same. Content is fine, border radius top, and this is also fine. The only thing that is going to change is going to be these things. So I will copy, or actually cut it from here and say dot circle colon after, and paste it here, and then I'm going to say dot circle colon before, and then paste it again. Now what I'm going to do is increase the width and height, so which is going to be easy, but at the same time I need to do this as well. So let's say control here, let's go with 120. Alright, let's increase it a bit, for example 130. Perfect. Oh my god, I just completed this question. Okay, so this is actually fine, and this is exactly how the design should look, right? So we have completed the exact same question. Hooray! I think nobody's watching, but it's fine. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is figure out how to decrease the amount of code. So because in order to win, I actually need to take a look at it. Oh, nice. Hi, Saurabh. So we have completed the exact question. You can take a look. So now I'm going to figure out to reduce the code, right? Because in order to like get the maximum score, you actually need to decrease the number of characters. So I also need to take care of that. So the first way to do it is by removing the circle and just use the S, and instead of this SQ just use S. So this is going to decrease the characters. Yep. Okay, nice. And just use C here, and also C, C, and C, C. Okay. So now you can see 1335 characters. Okay. Now I'm going to take a look at the code which is repetitive, but actually we have completed the design, which is fine. Okay, so now we are going to take a look to decrease the amount of code. One way is to remove all of these spacing that are here, but I will do this in a while. Apart from this, what else can we do? We can also hard code the values wherever they are needed. So I'm going to copy this and paste them in place of this, because it is taking more space, right? And that is something we need to avoid, like this. Also over here we need to paste it like this, and same goes with the background color. So if I just copy the BG, I need to remove the BG here and say this, and also one more place is remaining, so blue right over here, and also I need to do hash. Alright, so now I can remove this, and it will also reduce the number of characters. Fine. So we are at 1264 now. What is this? My design is broke. Okay, it's fine. It was the color issue. So now we are at 1263 characters. Let's see how. Okay, now instead of this, actually you can do something like this. This will do exact same thing. Remove the Y, and you can see translate on the X is this and Y is this. Why it is not working? Transform, translate. This should work now. What is the problem? Translate only. So it is not really working. Why? Okay, the problem is, okay, I get the idea why it is not working. The problem is this should be here, so it minus 25% should be here, then it should come, and over here now I can delete it, and also can remove the Y. At the same time I can also remove this space because it will decrease the number of characters. Let's see where else can we remove the space. So background color, border radius. So somewhere actually we are using this, right? Border to be 50% and border color to be this, right? So can I combine them together? If I take a look at the border property, I think I can combine them together. So if I just take a look at the border property, so yep, okay, so this is how it works. This property is a shorthand for this style and width. Okay, border width is also this. Okay, it is not the shorthand for the border radius, so this will not work. What else can we do? Can I increase the font size? Wait a second. Control Shift E. need to increase the font size. Leave it. Now where else can we reduce the amount of code? Let's take a look. Position is absolute. Transform this. If I currently submit it, let's take a look. How much score can we get? Oh my god. We scored 600. Nice. Okay, I'm also going to take a screenshot of it. Alright, so what else I'm going to do is reduce the amount of code, right? So currently it's 1250 characters. It's time to reduce the code. So reduce the code. Display flags align item center. This is fine. Div dot also I can remove this div tag here. It is not necessary. So now we are at 1244. We can remove this space. Okay, so yeah, this is fine. Let's take a look. If I submit it now, how much score can we get? Don't afraid, you can submit multiple times. I am submitting. Show me the code. 100% match leaderboard is this. If I take a look at the targets, oh my god, the top person wrote this code in 205 characters. What is wrong? Oh my god, I don't think I can go that far. Oh my god, what's happening? I can do one thing though. Oh my god. How can someone write this code in 200 something lines? This is bad. Let me just log in first. I'm not even logged into this website. Then we can figure out a way to reduce the amount of code. How can I log in? Sign in and sign up. Let's sign up. Sign up with the GitHub. Authorize access. Okay, it's done. Okay, nice. Alright, so this is fine. If I submit, this was the previous code. I was actually working on one more design, so yeah. But currently we are doing this now. So now I can also submit here. Oh, nice. How can we reduce the amount of code? Obviously I could remove the spaces and other things, but the problem is slide and compare, they're exactly same. If I take a look at my solutions, 600, 100% match. This font looks really nice. Which font is this? IBM Plax Mono, IBM Plax Mono, IBM Plax Mono, IBM Plax Mono. Okay, now I'm going to try this font out. I have tried the IBM Plax Mono. Show only 100% result. If I go to the leaderboard and take a look at the all players, if I take a look at the top 100 performance, players. Oh my god. What is this? I don't even have a rank. Is Kevin Powell here? Let me see. Kevin Powell. No. I don't think I am even in the top 100. $206 line. I got. Can I take a look at their solutions? Let's see. If I go to the leaderboard, and this is the person, right? So can I take a look at his solution? My solution submit. I have submitted many times. This is fine. Okay, so yeah, this is fine. I mean, this is my solution, which is not up to the point, though we have cloned the design. Alright, so let's go to the website again. And yeah, so this is, I'm going to end the stream in a while, but I will just take a look at the other challenges which I can take. Wow, this looks really nice. It's clip path. Yeah, you can achieve it using clip path. Can we? Hippopotamus, honeybee. Oh, this one looks really cool. What is this? Write HTML CSS code to replicate it. Right, the code is rendered. The score is calculated on the basis of the number of characters you use. This comment included and how close you replicate the image. Read the FAQs for more reason. This is actually a nice challenge, though it's not that difficult. This one is also nice. Wow. Choose battle, clip finished. Alright, so this is it for this stream. We have completed one challenge today from CSS Battle, though the solution was not up to the mark. Global leaderboard. I'm not even in 1 tens 100 1000 10,000 top 100,000 people. Actually, yep. Vincent D'Obroy set a new record on Target This with 333 characters. Oh, let's take a look at their. Can I take a look at their solutions, because I really need it? Why can't I take a look at the solution? Vincent. Okay, we can. Can we? Nope. Third place, second place. Wow, dude, this is amazing. Top solutions. Let's take a look at his solution. Oh my god. What is this? What is this? Dash dash. What is happening here? Gradient. It's not even working in my browser. What's wrong? His solution is not even working in my browser. What is this? If I take a look at his code, Ilya Strelson, I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyways, load his code. And if I take a look here, still, what are they doing? Dash dash? What is dash dash in CSS? What is this? Which kind of HTML they are writing? Can I take a look at his Twitter? Alright, so the stream is done. Bye guys.